One. Yes, yes, yes. Hello, everybody. Hello. It's your awesome friend, your awesome artist, your one and only host, DJ. What is up? What is up? Today, I brought another special guest, the Fairydonmother, aka Shauna J. What is up from Virginia? Hello.
Good Grand Rising, y'all. Thank you so much for having me on here. Happy, humbled, and blessed to be here.
Thank you. I truly appreciate your time. She is the first person to have an early morning board, but you know it's the word. We got to get the awesome morning scoop. So, how's everything? Number one, how's everything going, and how are you doing?
Look, for those of y'all who do know me, y'all know I hail from Dirty Jersey. I am not from the current location I am in right now. Things are going actually really well. I feel like me coming to Virginia probably was the best decision I ever made. Just because of the people I've connected with down here, the
Yeah.
business down here. I mean, I didn't even know I wanted to get into the music and the entertainment business until I came down to Richmond. Yeah, I was writing poetry and
Yeah.
I'm getting my heart out off my chest and onto a piece of paper back in Jersey. But I was actually getting into the studio, sitting down with engineers and producers, finding writing my songs, all of that. My first music project all happened when I touched down in Virginia, and I feel like it should have came down here sooner at this point because I I finally figured out what my purpose was, and then I just been booked and busy. Like I said, booked and
Yeah.
busy.
That's very true. Cause how I got to interact for all the people that want to know how I actually interacted with Fairly Dama. She is the most awesome beast that you ever heard. And to be honest with you, even when she was in Jersey, I know I'm about to get you crying. We met in Jersey, went to Veriton Valley Community College. She definitely did some time there while I graduated right along. It was like it was really a special bond that me and her had. We like combined with not just only with music but also with business minds, and like she always was just the type that would just stream and just really be innovative and just cultivated too, with just wanting to expand and brand. And like even when you just like came inside the whole, we had that lounge and everything, and she'd be like, yo, let's get this popping, let's get this money, you know.
The business going. Yeah.
And I'll be like, okay, but where's this coming from?
I got the same energy you got, but what are we gonna do? How first?
So I just love it. I just love it. Her spirit is just so just, I mean, if you just need a daily scoop, just please definitely come to her and just get your daily scoop and your motivation, because she's just a living breath of fresh air. Definitely. I mean, like she says, she was from Jersey, comes to Virginia, do her music as well. She do politics and poetry, even like poetry jams on your podcast. I mean, pretty much she does like kind of same to me. She loves to showcase many artists. And what actually got you and inspired you to really branch, to find and connect, and also pretty much show it a celebration, poetry jams, politic podcasts? Like, what really actually began you to do this?
Yeah. So I've always been a behind the scenes type of person. Back in Jersey, I was, First Baptist Church, for all of y'all who don't know,
Yeah.
was the foundation that laid all of this out for me that I'm doing right now when it comes to my photography, my videos, my music, all First Baptist. Can't forget my roots. So,
Yeah.
and we're doing things like that for church during live services. And I came to Virginia. How can I, blend all of my loves together and be able to do something that not only is going to inform people about what's going on, because, in time things was getting crazy. And even back in high school when they had newspapers giving free newspapers out to students, and them newspapers be like $4. I was up and walking around the school reading them, and they're like, why are you reading that? I'm like, why aren't you? And like it's always been like that for me when it came to politics and knowing what's going on around you, because especially came into office was my first year I was able to use my right to vote. And after that happened, I just felt like there has to be more I can do, because the fact that this happened and nobody has a problem with it is a problem. So I started my first episode of For Your Mental, which was my podcast on YouTube. And I loved the concept of it. I felt like I put my all into that one episode for any of y'all who watched it. But like at the time, I had work, I had this, I had that. Sitting down and doing a YouTube channel was going to take a lot out of the other things that I was trying to have my hand in at the time. So I told myself, like, hey, you know what? Let me hold off on these, figure out what I got on this side, and we will eventually come back to that. And then someone reached out to me and said, hey, we see that you do all of these great things. We feel like you're going to be a part of our team, great fit, a part of our team, and we need somebody to be our social media consultant. And so I said, okay, that's cool. That will help me get my foot in the door now that I'm new down here in Virginia. I can go to places and say, hey, I'm affiliated with these people. We do A, B, and C. And then I get some work done on top of getting work done for them. So when I was thinking about a way to bring more followers to the page, that's when COVID first hit. Nobody would go out. I'm sitting here like, well, dag, what are we supposed to do? And I was like, well, what if I mixed my two loves, which is poetry and politics? And I the live on their social media page in order for not only for them to get the followers, but also for me to have a platform where I can talk my piece and also be a platform for other people so they can talk their piece as well.
Wow. And it's really brilliant because you do, correct me if I'm wrong. Every Wednesday you do the poetry jams, and I noticed. I mean, I catch it around Fridays, but is it correct? I'm correct about that. It's Fridays that you have the poetry and politics.
Yeah, Wednesday nights we have it around 8 p.m. Yep.
Yeah, there we go. So I like try the best I can to like catch and everything. It's just that the topics that you guys definitely choose is so cool, and something that, especially like number one, it's not really common. It's not a ordinary topic or ordinary form of just bringing it out. This is not like a CNN and a Fox News type thing, but you bring research and actual facts and put it in a creative mindset and give it an image of what this situations or social injustice or issues that is occurring to like people of color, of the LGBT community, even just women in general, or even black, like you just in general, men in general too. You guys bring a platform that is very, very cut and clean. There's no default.
Yeah.
And I love that. Especially you do sometimes have the co-host as well. Forgive me if forgive me, I totally forgot his name right now. My mind is just everywhere. Yeah. It's just that it's just so brilliant that you use art and politics together. And people be confusing the two because they be thinking like, oh, well, an artist is always rebellion, but that's not really the case. Art brings knowledge. Exactly. Art brings us together and actually closer to these topics. And another question I have for you, during this entire time of doing politics and poetry, have you seen any personal changes that had an effect on your inspiration to get keep on doing what you're doing?
I feel like I said, I've always been big into the news and current events and what's going on. And I just feel like every day it needs to be talked every day, whether it's on mainstream media, catch it on social platforms, and millennials are reposting things more than mainstream news is doing it. Just like with the SARS situation in Nigeria, who pushed that? Millennials. You didn't see that until the blue on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok.
Yeah,
it's things like that need to continuously be spoken about, and things that we might not even be aware is going on around us. But then it's like you catch a wave of it and you figure it out, and you're like, dang, that's really going on, and nobody said anything. And I feel like like I did not realize certain things like this were happening around me or in my world or in my country. I feel like that's what is going to push people to want to go out and find the truth for themselves. And that's one thing I always preach on my show, Poetry and Politics, is yes, you come here to get the foundation and the basis of the topics that we're talking about. But after every show, we always implore people to go out and figure the truth out for themselves.
That's the truth. And I love it. I love it because it's a really, truly respectful place. It's not a place, it's not a platform of bringing or showing offense or anything. It's just stating exactly what needs to be known and what needs to be heard. And definitely what I like is that it's an open space. You definitely look and pay attention to what the audience say, and you definitely re-comment. I mean, we could have some interesting comments right there, and it's a debate.
I love interacting with the people who watch. I love interacting with people who follow me. I'm always big on collaborations and working with other people because I see potential in somebody else. My main, thought is, what can I do to help put them on the next level? What can I do? What resources that can help them get to where they need to go? And I feel like poetry and politics is not only somewhere that you can be informed by things you need to know. Somebody hop on the live and you're like, dang, I really like their music, or I really like their poetry, or whatever the case is. And you might reach out to them, and then y'all will form a relationship just based on the fact that y'all met at the show. And then I got people coming up to me like, hey, thank you so much for poetry and politics. I met one of my friends now because I saw them on there and we're collabing, we're doing this. And in my head, I'm just like, this is exactly why I do the things that I do. Want everybody to eat, and that's my thing. It is enough money out here in the world for everybody to eat, so why be stingy with it? Why? all these people on Wall Street making millions of dollars a day sitting down in front of a computer. There is enough money to go around, family. I'm trying to tell y'all, it is enough to go around. But we're gonna talk about that. That's a whole another topic.
We just began early this morning.
Early in the morning, but like I said, things gotta be said. People need to know about certain things always.
Look, she about to blow up right now. Look, she holding back. Nah, it's coming out of
Wednesday. Save it for Wednesday.
It's passion. That's all that it is. It's passion. I definitely want to showcase that passion right now too. You definitely have this amazing. I enjoyed it. It's your one single that you have on SoundCloud. I gotta show the peeps this real quick. It's called Blessed and Cursed, featuring the homie 97. I'm gonna play a nice good stitch of it. And then we're going to talk a little bit more about how the whole beginnings and ends. But right now, I got to give the people a little taste of what you speak into existence.
Look, blessed and cursed, yeah, they one and the same. Ain't living right, seeing darkness and gray. After my life flashed, everything changed. I went from backtracking to double dashing. Consequences, wondering what the gain is. Been working on my patience, but you can feel the pain, sis. Never getting sleep, cause my mind is full of raging. Don't judge my book by the cover, about to turn the page. Wait, just give me a second to figure out my feelings. Don't wanna scare you off while I'm fighting off my demons. Need some TLC, so the spirits start to creep in. Now back to sleeping, wanna sleeping through the weekend. Always on my feet when I'm dreaming. Running from myself till I fall off of the deep end. Open up my eyes on the floor. Busting through the seams, should've kept my eyes closed, but it wasn't meant to be. I'm breaking mentally, ain't easy as it seems. It was all a dream, till it haunted me. Outside looking in, don't know where I've been. Counting all my blessings while you're counting up my sins. Damn, it's outrageous, working all these days, and I never see the paper, even though I got paid. Mr. Krabs sitting pretty while I'm getting slavey, racking up his dollars while I'm scraping up my change. Make America great again, some shit doesn't change. Blessed and cursed, yeah, they one the same. got a fence around me, but I'm still feeling the pain. But I'm still feeling the pain.
I inspire what they doing in the scene. Talking cash rules, everything around me. Cream to the Wu-Tang. Yeah, I'm on some new things. Kicking like I'm Liu Kang. All these rappers lose change. I'm deranged shit. I'm cashing out on my 2 Chain shit. And you know I'm fucking bad like the bitch I'm with. I ain't got no ghostwriter and I mix this shit. Cause these people getting mad from the truth I spit. I'm dropping bombs on you. Yeah, the fucking laser like a sauna on you. Yeah, the same people call the cops on you. Wearing the Supreme that I copped on you. Motherfucker dropping bombs on you.
Quit one thing, pick up a new habit. Went from weed smoker to a drug addict. Went from baller to a fan in the stand. Shaking hands with my team. The dapping drug dealers and selling them bands. Drunk driving and smoking blizzies. My mind's hazy and my heart's empty. Thinking if I die, people will forget me. Laying in my bedroom, spending, praying, God to help me. It was all a dream till it haunted me. It was all a dream till it haunted me. It was all a dream till it haunted me. Till it haunted me.
Wow.
And every time.
She just, woo! Too much fire on my computer. You done burned my computer.
I will pay for the repair. I will pay for the
my grandma says she's here and she's so proud of me and you. She said, amen, sis. No one should want for anything, for nothing. Shout out to grandma. Now that's, I mean, oh man, you have to definitely tell me what made you think the words like this, man. What was the process? What was the process?
Man, I first of all, like I said before, I am happy, humbled, and blessed to be here because this is my first ever interview talking about what I do in depth. And to be honest, I'm pretty sure 75 to 80% of my friends and family members don't even understand like what I'm involved in when it comes to my music and my business and my that. And I guess it's because I've always been conscious of my music because when I do my music, I am straight, cut and dry, raw. That's how I feel. If you don't like it, don't listen to it. I don't care. I'm like Erykah Badu. I'm sensitive about my stuff. Point period. So me writing that song was based me just thinking about everything that I had been through up until that point. Because when I was at that point when I wrote that song, I was low. Like that's why it's called Blessed and Cursed, because at the time I just felt like I had more curses over blessings.
That's
and
true.
what is going on right now? I just feel so out of place. And it was before I even got into the people I got connected with. And, you know, it was during that middle point where I was just like, well, Dad, should I go back to Jersey? Should I stay here? Like, I just didn't know what to do. And I was just like, you know what? Let me get some things off my chest. And when the first line is blessed and cursed, yeah, they're one and the same. Ain't living right, seeing darkness and gray. After my life flashed, changed. I went from backtracking to double dashing. Consequences, wondering what the gain is. Been working on my patience, but you can feel the pain, sis. Never getting sleep because my mind is full of raging. Don't judge my book by the cover, about to turn the page. Wait, that was my whole life in Jersey. Don't judge my book by the cover because I'm about to turn the page. Wait, and then boom, I moved to Virginia. Second to figure out my feelings. Don't want to scare you off while I'm fighting off my demons. They'll see while the spirits start to creep. Now back to sleeping, want to sleeping through the weekend because I'm tired. No, I just felt like anything on my chest, I need to get it off, or I felt like it was going to kill me.
Yeah, I know that.
My music, I am sensitive because when I write something, it is coming from a place of pain, hurt, happiness, sorrow, whatever. And that's just how it was at the time. And after I wrote that and I listened back to it, first of all, I said, dang, girl, you got a pen. You got a pen on you. Okay. About me as an artist that I sleep on my own abilities, you know? And I feel like that's I had to learn to help me, and I feel like that's what helped me become into who I am right now, is the fact that I had to give myself way more credit than was due. Like, I put in work out here, but I downplayed the work I did because I might not have seen immediate results. But it's just like the seeds that I'm sowing right now is going to push me to be who I am in the future. So I might not see immediate results right now, but like I said, I get confirmations of the seeds I'm planting. When people come up to me and they're like, "Hey, you did so and so's photo shoot. Oh, you did so and so's mixtape. That sounded fire. Oh, you did so and so's flyer. That looked dope. Oh, you put on that over here. That was fire." And I'm just like, okay, bet. People are starting to get to know who I am. They start what I'm doing out here, and it helps me, pushes me to keep on pushing myself. So
true.
I mean, that song literally came from a place where I was just like, I'm either going to make it or I am not. And I told myself I'm going to everybody and myself wrong and do what I got to do.
That is so true. It really, like, when I first heard it and everything, I was like, at the same time too, I was at a point on my own, thing. And I think I really got into true reality too, with pandemic and everything shut. I mean, everybody probably agreed. By the pandemic, I personally say, yeah, it was a bittersweet moment, but it was a moment.
Yeah.
A real true moment for every single one of us to do something about it. Mm-hmm. And what me and you do commonly, we use that time to do what we love and get grind. And it's just so amazing that, first of all, you're speaking your truth. You're speaking your truth, your life, your experience, your trauma, your pain, your sorrow, your happiness. And people connect to that because they're in some form in their lives, they've been in that moment too, like, dang, this sucks. And what's just amazing though, you use your art as a form to apologize for the unfair. Life is unfair. But when you do what you do so beautifully is use your art as a form to gather up and say, I apologize that it's unfair, but this is how you take this raw stuff and make a juicy, good meal out of it. And I love that. The whole hustle is not just in the art, it's the lifestyle you live, So here in Blessed and Cursed, you're showcasing and performing not just a great song, but a inspiring motivational song. You also mentioned also in the bio too that it was inspired by B.I.G's Suicide Thoughts, which gave us that vibe too. How was it when you connected the two? Like, do you see an exact same, or do you feel like it's a evolution type of vibe too?
Yeah. I feel like when I first originally listened to Suicide Thoughts by Biggie Smalls, it was because I was going through something similar, not personal, dealings, but just with feeling. I could relate to that. And when I say that song was repeating over and over and over, but it kept that same mindset of, I don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah.
But it was, this is how I feel, but I'm not going to stay in this same continuous loop of sadness. So when I'm rapping and I'm like, this is what I've been through, I kind of make it a point to not be who I was when I wrote that song. And I feel like that's how I am with a lot of my music. Like, I might have been sad and heartbroken. I might be a little sad and heartbroken now, but I'm not as bad as I was when I wrote that song. And I feel like my music low key is a kind of like a testimony for myself, because depending on my music, you can see where I was in my life. And because like I said, I'm real cut and dry and honest in my music. And a lot of things you hear in my music, you'll sit back and be like, wait, Shauna did that? Shauna wrote that? And that's why I keep my music to myself. But I felt like at this point, my music is more of a testimony and a motivation, more something I should be ashamed about. So I just put it out there. Like I said, if you like it, cool. If you don't listen to it.
Exactly. Kudos to you, because it's unapologetic. It's just, you guys, y'all heard it. It's the facts. And now I know you wanted to also give us another little spill and everything, give us another little flavor for our ears too. You had another piece you wanted to share as well.
So I feel like this song right here, y'all, this one is gonna be like my breakout song. Okay, I know if you know people who rap and sing, they like it's gonna be my breakout song. That's me. Okay, this song, if it don't make me big, first of all, that's gonna make me look at myself like that. But second of all, it's gonna also make me push myself even harder because this song is a banger. I don't care what anybody has to say. This song is a banger. Okay, and I wrote this song because for those of y'all who do listen to my music or I have sent y'all my music or whatever the case is, y'all know I'm always constantly in my bag, okay? I'm constantly always talking about my heart and my relationships like that. People always look at me like, you can't keep rapping out heartbreak forever, right? It gets played out. And I'm like, Bryson Tiller, y'all eating him up still. There's plenty of artists out here who are just straight R&B, just straight sadness, just straight one genre, and y'all is still rocking with them. So don't try to give an excuse for me on why I need to stop because I know my music is a band. So I don't know, and I don't know. It's just the unwavering confidence I have in this song. That's why I'm so excited to get it out on all platforms. Because right now my music is only on SoundCloud because of the fact that I don't want the game. Drop a song I know is a banger before going through the right legal proper procedures, and then I blow up. But then in the midst of me blowing up, I'm lost. So don't need. I wrote this song after a breakup of mine, and I just felt like I don't know. I was just so sad. I just had to talk about it. And I just sing this everywhere I go at this point. Wish that was the song, but it's not. Boom. Ain't no need for brothers, cause clouds with me always rainy. Think I'm losing my patience, all this time that I'm wasting. Don't leave me hanging, cause you I'm banging. Praying that you stay. Yeah, you been listening lately. Who's that girl on your mind? You said that you was mine. I can't I was mine. Cause I see it with my own eyes. Cause I'm popping no shit, ayy. You can get pop quick, ayy. I was doing my own thing until you approached me. Said you wanna get it poppin'. Hesitant to say the least, but I let you speak a piece. Kind of find out you got options. Disrespect me, no. Pray I let you go, yeah. I gave you the world. It's not what I deserve. You should have kept it real and told me how you feel. Baby, you played me, but I stayed stuck in our ways. It's such a shame. Love's losing game. So, who's that girl on your mind? You said that you was mine. I can't say I was mine, cause I said it with my own eyes. Everybody and their daddy told me you was sneaking and doing the nasty while I was working and feeding your habits, getting played while you was on my mattress stressing all day. But I let it happen while you was through the chilling and never thought it was love, hate you with a passion, yeah. I gave you the world, it's not what I deserve. Woo! Pop no shit, ayy. You can get pop quick, ayy. But I just speak it to you. Fuck me, better than shit. Hey, couldn't find that out shit. Where let you go?
Go, man. Let's go. I'm loving it.
All platforms soon, y'all. I'm speaking it out to existence. I'm trying to get this song out on all platforms by New Year's and or trying to get that pushed out now because just the support I've gotten with that song on SoundCloud, and people do not use SoundCloud unless you are a rapper putting music out on SoundCloud. So the fact that I got a lot of people really bumping my music right now and consistently support like I said, pushes me to keep doing what I'm doing. So for all y'all who be streaming my music, thank you. Mine will be coming to all platforms soon, so you don't got to tune into to SoundCloud no more, and you can just go back to Apple Music or your Spotify or whatever, and we in there.
That's perfect. Nah, on some real stuff. I enjoy it. I enjoy every single moment, like when I hear something new from you, because it's so fresh, it's so fly, and it's just so different. And what's just so mind blowing is that once again, it's vulnerability too. You know, you get vulnerable with us and everything. Like, and that's what makes us respect you even more because, you know, a lot of people, especially rappers, they always talking about money. They always talking about how we got the cars. You just do something way off. You say, forget all of that. Let me get real with y'all. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Don't care. Like, I'm not saying that I can't, because this is my thing too. I'm a ghostwriter for a lot of people out here. Men, you know, I'm rapping lyrics for dudes, and I'm writing lyrics of things I ain't never done in my life before. But that's what it is to be a ghostwriter. Your job is to basically embody the person that your client. So if you're sitting here and I look through all of your music and all of your social media and all you doing is pushing all that stuff, unfortunately, I'm going to have to write about it, but that is going to be the only time you ever catch me writing something like that, because that's not who I am. I might be able to rap the lyrics and sing the lyrics like I know what I'm talking about, but I ain't doing that out here, so why am I going to do it? And that's another thing, is that a lot of these rappers out here be fronting. Some of y'all faves fronting, you hear me? So don't get so attached.
Yeah.
Don't get so attached and think, oh, they doing this, so I gotta do exactly what they doing. Because
be your own person.
I mean, even me, I don't want y'all to go through the same heartbreak I went through. I just put the music out to help y'all through y'all heartbreak. Okay?
Heartbreak, yeah. Overall, you know, this is my lovely last question too. I love asking every single one of my awesome guests. Definitely, how do you use your art, your rap, your music, your connections, your jack of all trades as a gateway to change the world?
Well, I was funny because I'm gonna answer your with a question that I was asked by one of my clients the other day. She asked me, if you died today, would you be satisfied? And as soon as, absolutely not. And she was like, why? Like, you don't think all the people we've helped so far and blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, I'm very happy and excited and proud for everything I've done so far, but I feel like there is so much more that needs to be done. And like I said before, my connections, my music, anything that I put my hands into is supposed to be impacting somebody in a positive way. And if I'm not doing the job right, and cancel me, because that's not what I was put on here to do. So that's what I'm going to be doing.
Period. Oh man, end of story. No, I really enjoy it, and I'm just so, and like I told you way before we got on live too, I use my form and my platform as a way to give my flowers. And we even agreed, even you know, earlier and during the time, you know, life is so precious. Time is so precious. And I just value many artists and try the best I can to like get multiple people who are just like you or are you, who embody the same vision like I vision. And that's why I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful for our friendship, so thankful for our business, and most importantly, I'm just thankful that we are here and present to do what we need to do. It's beyond the art. It's about really actually getting in focus and maintaining it and growing one another and cultivating one another. And I'm so grateful that you plant that seed in me simply by being at the lounge at RB saying, yo, let's get this money. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys want to know how to get this money with your art, definitely, please follow my awesome girl right on her Instagram. Right here is Fairydonmuva. She right here on Instagram. You can follow her, see all of her awesome pics, 2 awesome shows that she has, which is one of them, the Poetry and Politics. And definitely you could also see some of her awesome live performances that she has. Also, a couple of more SoundClouds that she'll put out in her single as well. So definitely I recommend 100% come on to her not her Facebook, Lord have mercy, I'm on Facebook, her Instagram page, and definitely follow, get all the hip and hop that you need that won't make you stop. Let's go. See how I did that rap though? Oh,
like this.
Definitely. So please, please, please definitely follow her on the Instagram. If you ever, just even if you needed some inspiration just to make your day even better, go on to Instagram.
I can talk to, let me know. I'm there.
Oh, say it one more time. Say it one more time.
I said, if y'all ever need somebody to listen, I am here all the time. So yeah.
Yes. I truly, truly appreciate your time so much. Once again, it's Shauna J, aka Fairly Godmama. So definitely, I hope you have a blessed day. You guys have a blessed, great day to an awesome, great night. And definitely you'll be seeing more. Once again, happy Thanksgiving, by the way. I will not be having no show that week because I'm going to be eating and grinding. You know what I'm saying?
All my family members, okay?
So everybody stay safe, stay blessed. Once again, we're going to love one another, hug one another, but most importantly, we're going to do some rapping and music and playing it, killing together, period. Thank you guys so much for staying tuned and have a blessed day. Bye.
Bye.